What's going on, YouTube? Sitting here in front of Jen's 125. Well, actually looking down the side, 6 foot in length here. We picked up a new pet today. Tank's a little stirred up because we had to do some rearranging. Some substrate swap that's going on. We're about halfway through it. A few things have happened in this tank. We did remove the Budicophory and moved him in the other tank, but there's the new member. I have a picture that I'm gonna see if I can upload it, edit it into the video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it in there, but I did measure him. But as you guys can see, this is an 18-inch from front to back, and you can basically just tell he's huge, he or she. But it is a Synspilum. He was in the pond at our local fish store, and we tried to purchase him a few weeks ago. We noticed him in the pond. Nice blue color in him, nice red head. We just put him in the tank maybe like 2 hours ago, so he's fresh to this tank. The tank has been rearranged. We moved rocks around, and there's the substrate that used to be in the 75. It's been moved into here. She's ousting all this little gravel rock, and we're gonna get some of that black sand and throw it in there, and just kind of tone down the red a little bit more. But that's Bifasciatus Synspilum. The green terror, that is a Miki or a firemouth, and these three are Fenestratus. She has some Vieja Argentea that are growing out with her, along with her pike, a Honduran red point, which is like sister of the convict but blue with red points. But just want to do an update on that and show this massive fish. I mean, this guy, I mean, here's my hand, guys. You know, I mean, that's it's a big fish. But we haven't come up with a name yet. You know, we've only had it for a while, you know, a couple hours here. But its colors are going in and out. You know, it'll have the bright red in its head and the super yellow fins, almost, you know, kind of looks like spilt oil. The color, if you've ever spilt soap like on the sidewalk in the summertime, like washing a car and seen it rolling down the driveway or whatever, down the concrete, you see that, those bright rainbowy colors. I mean, this fish has it. But they're still kind of establishing the pecking order because of all the stuff, and as you can see, they're kind of all dodging the big fish. But just quick update on that. Don't mind the power head, guys. It's just I was trying to clear the tank up pretty quick. Used a little Fosband reactor with a MaxiJet 1200 power head and just crammed it with some carbon in there. You can see that, and just poly filled it up just to get a little bit of filtration, because we ended up stirring a lot of crap up. So another reason I hate gravel, all that crap gets stuck up under there. And you know, I do 50% water changes a week. Well, she does on this tank, and she vacuums it, but it's still under there. But this tank's beginning to look a little overstocked. But once we stuck the fish in the tank, I kind of told her, I was like, well, that kind of puts the guarantee on like the 200 or 300 gallon tank. We've been scoping out new places too for our move, and it looks like in November we're gonna get the one we want. It's, you know, we're gotta follow all the paperwork and stuff a little early. Oh, and there's her catfish. She also stuck that in there. A sun catfish, Asian species, the Dovey or Dovi. It's a female. We've had her for I want to say 5 months now or so, and gained a few inches, but peaceful Dovey. The females don't get as big as, you know, the huge 2-foot males that you see. The reason we know it's a female is because one day she was just dropping eggs in the tank. Tube drops, she was just dropping them, kind of hanging out around this Vieja when she was doing it, but he won't have none of it. definitely gonna have to do some filter swaps I was supposed to do back Memorial Day. Gonna take these two out, and I'm gonna take the FX5 from the 125 behind this one with the Feste in it. I'm going to take one of the Aqua Clears off of this 75, throw it on this, hold this 125 with the blue sand, and that's just going to run with the sump and the Aqua Clear 110 in the back with the blue sand. This one's going to run with the FX5 and one of these filters, or possibly a Marineland 400 that I have in the bedroom. And I'm going to take the Eheim Wet Dry, that's a professional 226, and I'm going to throw it on one of my 55s in the bedroom. Just going to do a bunch of swapping because this tank isn't under-filtered. It's about 9 times its volume, but the FX5 is just going to outproduce these all three. So I'll do that and then add a Aqua Clear for or a Marineland 400, some kind of big hang-on back with around 300 to 400 gallons per hour, crammed with mechanical filtration just to help it out and clean it up a little bit. But that's that, guys. Probably going to be the end of updating a lot of these tanks because we've got about 3 months till we got to move, and that's going to be a month process. So there's no point in. And I did get some new plants. I'm still going to stay with the planted thing, buying plants and stuff. But with the fish and the substrate, this is what it's going to be, because when we move, let me see if I can show you guys some of this stuff. I got rocks and buckets, driftwood. This here, a feeding pipe for the catfish and the bottom dwellers. A lot of these big fish won't let you get any food towards the bottom without overfeeding. So what you do is you get one of these tubes and you pop it in the water. If you got sinking pellets, you drop them on down in there, and they fall down to the bottom, and none of the fish see it. They just see the pole. Feeding tube. And there I got 5-gallon bucket of all kinds of river rock and slate. I've got aquarium decorations, lights. Here's a 10-gallon tank. I've got all kinds of crap, substrate sitting around. There's a little peek of that tank. Really hasn't been on YouTube, guys. I've had an algae problem with it, but this was a dirty tank, just experimenting. The filters, there's nothing in them. It's just flowing in water, trying to go straight Wallstead, but I've got a T5 light and all that other stuff. But there it is, guys. Just a little small fish room update. I just really wanted to show this Synspilum that we picked up, because really, really good pickup, because really loving Viejas. Really sweet looking fish. I was really against them when we first picked this one up because it killed some of my electric blue rams, but they are really, really nice fish. Sorry for the mucky little water, but like, subscribe, and comment, guys. See if I can throw that picture up in with the video.